Hi, this is Obu. Welcome to the session 4 and last session in the Do Your Own Financial Planning course. In the previous sessions, we've done a lot of analysis on your net worth as well as your income and goals. In session 1, we have calculated your personal net worth and also analyzed your income, both inflow and outflow. Outflow in terms of expenses, investments, loans and taxes. Inflow could be your salaries, interest, dividends or other income which you might be getting. In session 2, we have identified specific goals for you, measured in terms of money and also calculated how much you must invest monthly to achieve those goals. In session 3, we have done analysis in terms of your investment surplus you have, your insurance requirement and also reviewing your asset portfolio and goals to match whether the investment surplus which you have would be sufficient to do the goals and also whether if not, what can we do to change it. So in this final session, based on the analysis and data which you have collected in the previous sessions, we will create an action plan for executing and setting up automatic systems to take your plan forward. So in the earlier sessions, we have from the earlier sessions, we have the personal balance sheet, then the income inflow and outflow analysis, tax calculations which we did to find out if there are ways to reduce tax. We have found out the goals, identified the goals and also found out the investment requirement. And also we have done the analysis in 5 steps. So now let us create an action plan based on the analysis and the data which we did. I'm writing it here against each goals. So first point, finding and purchasing insurance stamps as required. So in our analysis earlier, we found out life insurance probably this guy needs to take more. Medical insurance is enough both for himself as well as for his parents. So the action plan would be in terms of purchasing a term plan for a coverage of 1 crore. This is one point. Second point being ensure you keep enough for emergency purposes. So if you have surplus money, probably you could put in emergency, we can provide for emergency fund. But if you are managing it too tough, the major source of your liquidity is credit cards. The idea is using credit cards will give you probably a month or two to find out the money which you might need. Having an emergency fund always helps, but the worst you can do is using credit cards. Understanding each asset class and how it helps, checking investment allocation. Okay, so from the analysis which we have done, we have seen that most of the income he gets goes for loan repayments and there is hardly anything left for investments. And also we have discussed probably using this cash to repay the loans, and once that EMI gets released, probably that 10,000 along with the surplus and EPF, total around 17,000 would be his investment for his long-term goals. Also keep in mind the goals which he had listed. So now we will use the projection sheet to create a time-wise plan to achieve our goals and investment objectives. So these are the investments which you do in a particular year as per your various assets, and then the current asset values and how they might grow based on your investments, and a summary is provided here. So currently he has around 35 lakhs house, 3 lakh 94 in terms of overall cash as well as fixed return investments, some mutual funds, and 30 lakhs loans, giving his net worth to be around 9 lakhs. So our first objective is to pay loan as soon as possible. So what we'll be doing is we'll be taking out 2 lakhs from here, and repaying the personal loan. You could see the difference. Personal loan amount reduces, as well as you would be paying the usual loan EMI, which is 10 to 50. So this is as per July. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It's total 8 payments. So that reduces his loan by to 48k. EPF, he would be just continuing with his monthly investments. Including the employer contribution. Now this is for 8 months. PPF from the annual bonus, you will be paying over 50,000. FDs nil, bonds nil. Insurance is doing the annual payment, which is the LIC policy which is paying in. Mutual funds, as of now, he doesn't have any money left to do this. Home loan, he would be paying 4,541 into 8. Car loan nil. Education loan 682. So as per our analysis, post the loans and this thing, he has only 2,600 surplus left. So which means that we are not doing any investments here. We are just paying off the loans as well as doing the regular thing. So PPF 50,000, will be doing it from the bonus, and this was the regular payment which he has been doing from earlier. Probably another 50,000 from the bonus he will put in ELSS to reduce tax. So that reduces his loans from 30 lakhs to 27 lakhs, and his net worth has increased from 9 lakhs to 14 lakhs. Also from the bonus, probably around 1 lakh could be saved. I mean, around 1.5 out of this 2.5 lakhs, probably assuming that around 1 lakh could go for his discretionary expenses other than the credit card expenses. Some portion of the money could be used for gifting to the parents. So probably may not be 1 lakh, but could be 50,000, and whatever the savings which was left. The foreign trip maybe have to be postponed to the next year. So here 2643 12 PF same amount PF amount FD 0 bond 0 insurance same essential funds ELSS investments 24541 into 12 253 into 12 632 into 12. Now if we see here, both his education loan and personal loan are closed here, so probably he doesn't need as much investments. Let's say we do it for 8 months. There is around 55k, so probably if we do it for 5 months, okay, 5 months 724, and this is education loan to 8 months, 9 months, 7 months, okay. So what would be left is 724 plus around 25k. What we'll do is we'll take this money from the savings or the bank account which is there. So minus 24,626 and add it here. Okay, so that has closed the loans. Now all he has left is home loan And since here we have paid only for 5 months, from the remaining 7 months this money can be invested for longer term. And here we are only paying for 7 months, so remaining 5 months that he can invest for longer term. So overall 26,882 plus overall 26,882 plus 10,273. Now around 37,000 is available for him to do investments for that year. Let's say he start investing 10,000 in equity mutual funds. Plus 10,000 into 7. And the savings from the education loan, probably he would start building short-term funds in an FD. 682 into 5 or a balanced mutual fund. Okay. Now 2643 into 12. So this would be his savings. PF be going on. PPF we will be doing this TK. FDs. Probably we'll split this amount 26,882 by 2. So around 14,000 per month he would be putting in FD, another 14,000 in balanced mutual fund, another 10,000 in equity mutual fund. So that would be his investments. Sorry. 1238 into 12. This is 12. Okay. 1250K. D is 26,882. By 2 into 12. 0.0. Ensuring the same amount. 26,882 by 2 into 12. So basically this is half of the savings he's putting in FD, around 14K, and another 14K in balanced mutual fund, plus the education loan savings in the equity mutual fund. Stock 0, 0. So this investment would continue. This loan repayment, this he doesn't have to do because the loans are closed. And yeah, now we have got the projected financials for this guy. So initially, currently he's having 35 lakh worth of house and loans of 30 lakhs, which will be reducing to 27 lakhs in this year and reducing it further. By 2035 you'll be paying all the loans and also look at the also notice the proportions of the asset mix. Also notice the asset mix here. We could calculate this in terms of percentages probably to get a better idea. This chart, so we could count this. To drag it to get the details. I'm fixing the row there. So now we'll see how this varies over time. So we see the fixed return investments are decreasing from 10% and fairly increasing to 25%, and mutual funds from 2% they have been growing to 33%, and real estate has reduced in terms of the asset size and is loans versus total asset, the loan portion decreasing. Another important factor which can be seen is your ratio, as in like we want to see how much of your portfolio, how much of it is fixed return and how much of it is risky. So this can be calculated as divided by or say so basically fixed return investments are 6 times a variable return investment. Over time, what we are seeing is the investments in stocks and equity increase, and then they are increasing and matching up the FDs. Basically, the investments in equities are increasing and the investment in equities are growing at a much faster pace, as well as the investments to catch up with the fixed return investments. So by 2020, his portfolio would have around equal amount of fixed return investments and risky investments. This ratio, which is the fixed to risky ratio, it can depend on your risky attitude. Let's say if you are a very conservative person, you can strive to, if you are a very conservative person, you can have probably 75% in, if you are a conservative investor, probably this ratio you could maintain this ratio. Let's say out of 100 rupees, 75 rupees would be in fixed and remaining 25 rupees in debt. So this could be your strategy. I mean, out of 100 rupees, 75 rupees in debt and 25 rupees in equity. That could be your strategy. But if you are a not so conservative, neither conservative nor aggressive, so you can say mildly I would say risk neutral. You could put 50:50. So you could see that you could maintain a ratio of 1:1. Here this ratio is if you are an aggressive person, you could put 25 in FD and 75 in equity, but which is not recommended. This would be too much of a risk. So probably your investment strategy could be to maintain this ratio around 1 or higher. So I guess at this stage, probably after 5 years, his portfolio is very well balanced, as in he has equal amounts of almost equivalents of fixed return investments and mutual funds, and the rest of it is real estate or gold. So basically he has fixed return investments if he need money, otherwise the mutual funds would provide him growth. So with these projections, we have now mapped out how his goals would be achieved. So basically in the next 1 year, his personal loan and education loan gets finished, and he starts investing for his longer term, basically in balanced mutual funds, equity mutual funds and FDs to increase his asset base. And by 2035, he would have built around 5.8 crore against his target of 5.5 crore. So which is 5.5 crore by 2041. So he's achieved that goal much earlier. So the additional surplus which he might generate over time, that he can use it for building surplus further, or he can add more goals here. You can use this projection sheet to map out your short-term goals. Probably mapping out 10 years would be very difficult, but at least you could map out the next 5 years how your investments inflow would be and what would be the corresponding effect on your asset portfolio. You could also use the longer term projected investment to see how your portfolio will increase. So in this case, by 2035, his assets will grow to 5.8 crore against his target of 5.5 crore. So that means the additional investments and savings which you would do later, that can be invested further for other goals. So overall, using this worksheet, you can create a plan and start executing those for investing further. So in our action plan, the action plan would be purchase a term plan for coverage of 1 crore, use credit cards for emergency purposes, and after closure of loans in 2017, purchase equity funds for 10,000, purchase balance funds for 15,000, and we'll put it like SIP in equity funds, SIP in balance funds, or this could be a SIP or an RD in debt mutual funds or a bank fixed deposit. So now we have a plan ready. So now he has an action plan ready. So for him, immediate thing is to first purchase a term loan and till 2007 pay off his loans, and once in 2007 till 2017 pay off his loans, and 2017 mid, once the loans are closed, start investing for longer term. And here this is just a overview. For each of these action items, insurance agents you can purchase lots of policies online itself. And for mutual funds, actually you could contact us for mutual funds. We are a SEBI registered advisor in mutual funds to suggest you the plans which will fit you in your overall plan. You could always call us or write to us to suggest you for the mutual funds which you might want to purchase. Real estate, could find out deals from the real estate portals and agents. Gold, you could invest in gold ETFs or purchase gold bars or coins from banks. Stocks, you could open a stockbroking account with any of these brokers or the discount brokers, and you might want to read the research reports and gain knowledge and see if there is any money which you could invest in stock market. And fixed deposits, you can always check the interest rates of different banks and put it in a bank which gives a higher rate as well as trustworthy. Finally, you can check your portfolio, how is it growing, and then rebalance your portfolio either in 3 months or 6 months. Let's say you find that the stock market has fallen low. You would take money from fixed deposits and put it in stock market. But let's say you find that in your review the stock market is very high. Probably you would sell off some portion of the mutual funds or the stocks which you have purchased and transfer that to FD. So by this process, what we will be doing is you will be following the cardinal principles of investment, which is buying low and selling high. So with this periodic rebalancing of portfolio, you continue to sell, take out money when the markets are high and invest more when the markets are low. And by planning early and also investing in higher return investments, you are achieving your goals faster. So that is indirectly you are using the power of compounding here. And another step is patience and discipline. Most of the times what we do is the minute stock market falls down, probably we think we should get out of it. So which is against the principle. I mean, like, you invest when the stock market is high and you take out money when the stock market falls down, which is against the principle of buying low and selling high. So you're actually buying when the stock market is high and selling when the stock market is low, creating losses in your portfolio. That is why patience and discipline is very important to ensure that your portfolio grows. Also, once you have this plan ready, you know that all your goals will be satisfied and you don't really have the need to withdraw or act in an impulsive manner with respect to what is happening in the market. Basically, you can forget about what's happening in the market. And about this step, never losing it money or throwing it away, this is more to relate with what you call keeping your cash idle. So let's say you are putting 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs in your savings account, which is earning 4%. I mean, that's just like you are throwing away money to banks. That money could be diverted to a better purpose. So this is where your overall understanding of different asset classes and how it fits in your goals and your portfolio matters. So you can read about each of these asset classes, how EPF, PPF works, fixed deposits, insurances, debt mutual funds, balanced mutual funds, equity mutual funds, real estate, gold, how these prices vary with time and with economic cycles, and you can plan your own future and achieve your goals. So in this session, we have created an action plan for this hypothetical case which we have discussed. But for you, you would have found out new things about your financial condition, you would have found out about your goals, and also you would have created some idea on how to manage your money to achieve the goals further. So you could always call us or write to us at help@MoneyOwl.in or call us at 9008627193 if you need further help how this is working, or if there is anything we can help you to achieve your goals. That would be the end of the final session as well as the course. Sure, keep in touch with us. Goodbye.